Hi everyone, welcome to my channel Stock Analysis 365. This channel is not just for earning professional but for everyone ranging from college students to retirees. In my last video, I have told you why I choose Nifty 50 over the Sensex. And also I promise that in my next video, I will cover the topic what things you should consider before purchasing any stock. So if you have not seen my previous video yet, I have given its link in the description and I request you all to please go and watch it. Please watch this video till the end where I will mention a tip after you listen to my stock selection criteria. So let's not waste time and get started with our topic now. Firstly, pick any large cap stock whose chart pattern is rising up gradually in the long run rather than the stock whose chart pattern is highly volatile or you see sharp highs and lows. Second, look for promoter holdings where it is increasing or decreasing yearly. Promoter is a person who started the company or invests it from the initial days. Always prefer stock with high promoter holdings. This shows the potential of the company due to the high trust of its promoter. It comes down to common sense. If promoter don't believe their company will grow, then why should the retail investor? In my case, I usually keep this ratio above 50. But there are certain expectations here, like Infosys, ICICI Bank. Here, promoter share is less, but still both these are fundamentally very strong. You can also have a look at the foreign investor and domestic investor holdings. Normally, a constant percentage than a decrease in one shows the confidence of the big institutional players in the company. Third, when you look for promoter holdings, also look if the shares are pledged, meaning the use of the company shares to picture loans. If this is high, say for example above 20, and if the company defaults on its loan, lenders might dump all the shares pledged in the market, leading to the crash in a stock price. Fourth, look at the company's debt. Normally, I would pick up company with zero debt, but if their debt is increased quarterly or yearly, also look at the company's earnings and profits. They should be increasing. If they keep decreasing and the debt keep rising up, there is a heavy chance to company might go bankrupt soon. Here you can also look at the reserve of the company. This is the surplus money a company can make use of to either grow its business or use it when there is some expectation, even resulting in a dip in its business. Fifth, always purchase share of a company whose business you can understand easily and don't go to buy shares of some companies of which you have no idea what it does. You can even visit the company and gather information on how that company run its business and what strategy it follows make itself unique. Sixth, you have are new to the stocks, always give highest priority to the large cap stocks first, then the mid cap, and then small caps. You can stick to large cap, which are fundamentally strong in your initial days. Say, for example, 1 to 2 years, then when you think you have some amount of knowledge, you can go and buy the mid cap and small caps company stock. Finally, don't start with the futures and options early days of your investing. I request you to enter into futures and option only after you have sufficient knowledge about the stock market. You can earn a lot of money in future and options, but there is a very high chance of that you risk losing your entire capital in a very small amount of time. Since preserving your capital should be your primary goal. You can stick to investing in your early days and only then move to the futures and options. And the tip I was talking about initially, when you start buying stocks, start by picking the sector leaders. For example, you can go with TCS and Infosys in IT sector and Hindustan Unilever in a FMCG sector. Thank you for watching this video. Do like, share and subscribe for such amazing videos from my channel. Thank you.